Melissa Gorga reveals if she sent her sprinkle cookies to Teresa Giudice. History often repeats itself, but was that the case with Melissa Gorga after she debuted her long-awaited sprinkle cookie brand? Did Teresa Giudice toss them in the trash again? The Real Housewives of New Jersey star discussed that during an interview, sharing whether she sent the goodies to her sister-in-law. Both women are well known for the viral moment that played out in Season 3. Melissa went to the Giudices' home for a holiday dinner and brought a box of sprinkle cookies for dessert. However, Teresa was outraged, and in a scene from the episode, she told her guests that she threw the cookies in the trash. Over a decade later, Melissa capitalized on the viral moment, debuting Sprinkle by MG in December 2024. The products have been flying off the shelves, with even Bethany Frankel co-signing the cookies after doing a taste test. However, has Teresa been able to sample Melissa's treats? Did Melissa Gorga send her sprinkle cookies to Teresa Giudice? Melissa was a guest on Housewives Nightcap, and her recently debuted sprinkle cookie brand was a topic of conversation. Teresa baked a batch of sprinkle cookies in 2023 and was mocked for doing that, but Melissa's cookies are a big hit so far. The brunette beauty is overwhelmed by the success of Sprinkle by MG and already has plans to expand. I can't believe the warm welcome that these sprinkle cookies have received. We are beyond shocked, Melissa admitted. It's way more than we ever dreamed or imagined. It's been awesome. Co-hosts Emily Orozco and Lauren Herbert mentioned Teresa's shady comment, "You're welcome," after Melissa debuted her sprinkle cookie brand. "I do not care, of course, she's going to say something," retorted Melissa, adding a message for the OG. "Not going to throw these in the garbage, or I'd send them to you," she said. When asked about sending a box of treats to the 52-year-old, Melissa responded, "Why would I ever do something like that? That would be ridiculous. She hates them. She wants nothing to do with them, remember." The RHONJ star reveals big plans for Sprinkle by MG. Melissa is determined to give the fans what they want. Clearly, they want more sprinkles. "We're not stopping there," Melissa shared. "We have coffee cakes coming next. There is gender reveal cookies. There is baby shower cookies with pink and blue, and they're available now." The 48-year-old said sprinkle lovers can also look out for crumb cakes and cupcakes in the future. Meanwhile, if you're hoping to get your hands on Melissa's cookies, you'll have to wait at least 2 weeks for delivery, due to high demand as noted on the Sprinkle by MG website. Melissa Gorga was no stranger to drama, especially when it involved her sister-in-law, Teresa Giudice. Over the years, the two had mastered the art of subtle shade and not-so-subtle confrontations. But today, Melissa sat down for an interview to address one of the most infamous moments in Real Housewives of New Jersey history, the sprinkle cookies. It was a cold January afternoon, and Melissa was comfortably perched in her Montville mansion, sipping on a steaming cup of espresso. Her silver gray sweater sparkled faintly under the soft lighting, a nod to her ever-present glam. She leaned forward slightly, her perfectly manicured nails tracing the rim of her mug as she prepared to answer the question that had haunted her for over a decade. "Did I send sprinkle cookies to Teresa this Christmas?" Melissa repeated the interviewer's question with a coy smile, her eyes glinting with amusement. "Well, let's just say it's been a journey with those cookies." Melissa's mind drifted back to the infamous Season 3 holiday dinner. She had brought a box of store-bought sprinkle cookies to Teresa's house, a gesture meant to be simple and sweet. But to her surprise, Teresa had dismissed them with a wave of her hand and a sharp comment about how homemade pignoli cookies were more her style. That moment had sparked a feud so enduring that even the most loyal Bravo fans couldn't stop talking about it. "You know, at the time, I didn't think much of it," Melissa said, tucking a strand of her chestnut hair behind her ear. It was just cookies. But with Teresa, nothing is ever just anything. The interviewer's curiosity was piqued. "So did you send her cookies this year?" Melissa leaned back, crossing her legs elegantly. "Let me tell you what happened," she began, a mischievous smile playing on her lips. "It started with my kids. They've grown up hearing about the sprinkle cookie saga, and now it's like this big, inside family joke. So Antonia came to me and said, 'Mom, we have to send Zia Teresa some sprinkle cookies.'" Couldn't resist the opportunity. She and her kids baked a batch of cookies together, complete with sprinkles in red, green, and gold. It was a light-hearted gesture, a playful nod to the past. But Melissa, ever the strategist, decided to take it a step further. She had the cookies professionally packaged in an ornate tin adorned with a glittering Gorga logo. Inside, she included a handwritten note that read, "Dear Teresa, wishing you and your family a Merry Christmas. These sprinkle cookies are made with love and laughter, two things our family could always use more of. Enjoy. Love, Melissa." "I thought it was cute," Melissa said, shrugging. "A little peace offering with a side of humor. But of course, with Teresa, you never know how it's going to land." The interviewer's eyebrows shot up. How did she react? Melissa chuckled, taking another sip of her espresso. "Let's just say I got a text the next day. It was a picture of the cookies with a caption that said, 'Not bad, but they're no pignoli.'" The room erupted in laughter. Even Melissa couldn't help but giggle at the sheer predictability of it all. "Classic Teresa, right?" she said. But honestly, I think she appreciated the effort. It's baby steps with us. Melissa's reflection on the sprinkle cookies led her to a broader point about her relationship with Teresa. Over the years, we've had our ups and downs. There's been love, there's been hate, and there's been everything in between. But at the end of the day, we're family. And family finds a way to move forward, even if it's one sprinkle cookie at a time. The interviewer pressed on. "Do you think the sprinkle cookies could become a new tradition between you two?" Melissa's eyes sparkled with amusement. "I don't know about a tradition, but I'll say this. It's a good reminder not to take ourselves too seriously. Life's too short to hold grudges over cookies." As the interview wrapped up, Melissa glanced at the clock. "I've got to run," she said, standing up and smoothing her sweater. "I promised the kids we'd bake more cookies today. Who knows? Maybe we'll make some pignoli this time." Later that evening, Teresa took to Instagram to share a glimpse of her own holiday festivities. Among the array of desserts on her marble countertop was a tin of sprinkle cookies. She didn't tag Melissa, but eagle-eyed fans noticed the signature Gorga logo on the lid. The post's caption read, "Family is everything. Merry Christmas to all." The Bravo universe exploded with speculation. Had Teresa finally extended an olive branch? Or was this just another calculated move in their never-ending game of sibling-in-law chess? Either way, the sprinkle cookies had officially transcended their humble origins, becoming a symbol of both division and reconciliation. Melissa, scrolling through her feed later that night, smiled when she saw the post. She didn't need a public acknowledgement or a grand gesture. The fact that the cookies had made it to Teresa's table was enough. "We're not perfect," Melissa mused as she settled onto her couch, a plate of freshly baked pignoli cookies in hand. "But we're trying, and sometimes trying is enough." As the credits rolled on another chapter of their complicated relationship, fans couldn't help but wonder what the next season would bring. But one thing was certain, the sprinkle cookies weren't going anywhere. They were here to stay, one colorful crumb at a time.